All right, everybody. Welcome to game number 2 in the 1993 World Series, as played on Inside Pitch. It was played mostly during the season on replay baseball, but then when the playoffs got here, we picked it up on Inside Pitch. Let's take a look and see how things are looking to make sure everything shows up where I would like it to be. Let's take a look here. Looks like everything is pretty much in place. So I think we're ready to go. No sense delaying it. Of course, I wanted to get the 1975 World Series done, and we did that with the Yankees taking the crown. And now we can move back on to 1993. All right, color dice. We've got the Chicago White Sox color dice since they are the home team. We have our starting lineups, benches and bullpens right there. Starting pitchers for today's game, Blackjack McDowell for the White Sox and John Burkett for the Giants. A couple of 22-game winners pitching here in game number 2, which the Giants lead the series 1-0. So the Sox behooves them to win, although they lost the first 2 games of the ALCS to Toronto at home and then came back and won 4 straight. But you can't always count on that, so I would think if you're a Sox fan, you would want them to go ahead and even this series as much as possible. Hello, Larry Harris. How are you doing? I saw your comment, Larry. I have not updated on my spreadsheet, but I will shortly, so you will get the little heart to say it's been done. But I did see it. I just wasn't in a position on my computer to update the Excel spreadsheet, so it will be counted. Once I do count it, you will get the little heart response so you know your vote is counted. Hello, Mr. Utah Mike. How are you doing? All right. Now, the game of the week on this voting, I know I originally said in the video that the game of the week would be played on Inside Pitch, but that is now changed. The game of the week will now be on Stratomatic Super Advanced. So whichever season wins Stratomatic Super Advanced, the game we play on Stratomatic Super Advanced. And it'll be simmed on the Stratomatic computer, so to sim the other games that aren't played. So it'll be strictly Stratomatic for the next NBC game of the week. Kind of getting inside pitched out, and plus you got RJL. So if you want your inside pitch fix, you've got him for that. But Stratomatic Super Advanced, I think, is something I really want to get back to. I haven't done it in a long time. It's my first love, and I really want to get back to that. So just that public service announcement. All right, starting off for the San Francisco Giants, it'll be Darren Lewis, the center fielder. And a lot of votes have already come in. It's a tight 3-way race, basically. Poor 2021 hasn't gotten a vote yet, so that's pretty much down the twos. But the other 3, particularly 73 and 98, are very close. 65 maybe, but 73 and 98 are definitely very close. And I've got both those in cards and dice for Strat, and I've got them on the computer. Well, I've got 73 on the computer. I can always buy 98 on the computer for Strat, and that way I'll have the extra players if I need to print somebody off the computer game to put in the game of the week. All right, so here we go. Jack McDowell, 1-2 strikeout chance. 12 is going to be too high, so Darren Lewis will swing it. 6-2, that's a ground ball to second. So easy play there for Joey Cora, and there's one away. That'll bring up Robbie Thompson. That is so true, Larry. That's why I think it's time to get back to the bread and butter. That's what I call Strat, the bread and butter. It's where I cut my teeth, and I'm kind of hankering to get back to that. All right, 3-2 from McDowell is a range play at the park. So we go to Comiskey Park for a range check. Robbie Thompson, 6-3, is a single to left field. Whoops, sorry. Single to left field, but it is a range check for the left fielder, Tim Raines. Raines is a 3. So 1-3, he'll take this single away. 4, 5, or 6, the single will stand. It's a 5, so the single is going to drop in. Thompson drops it in front of Tim Raines for a 1-out single. I mean, I do like inside pitch a lot, but I really miss Stratomatic, so that kind of led me to do that and get back to that. All right, so next up will be Will Clark. We have our first strategy roll. 12, nothing happening. Infield is halfway for the double play. McDowell, 1-1 is a blank. We go to Will Clark. 4-5, that's a single to left field. Look at our base running cheat sheet. When the White Sox are in the field to go from first to third on a single to left is a -2. He's a 5. The -2 makes it a 3. 1-3, and Thompson takes third. He does not, and he might be out. The left fielder arm is a 0 for Tim Raines. So on a 0, according to the chart, on a 0 arm, a 1-3 is in this blue section, which means we go to the third die roll. 4-6, he's just going to simply hold. So let's see what happens with that. It's a 1, so we're going to the third die roll. And what happens on a third die roll is if you roll a 1, the lead runner is safe. 2-5, he's out. 6, the lead runner advances, but the ball is cut off for a rundown on the trailing runner. So let's see what happens here. 2-5, he's out. He is. So Robbie Thompson is out trying to take third on that single. So Will Clark does single, but it's going to cause Thompson to be out 7-5. And Clark will be at first now with 2 outs. So Thompson tried to be aggressive and just could not do it. Hello, Mr. Robert. Hello, Mr. Robert. All right. I'm not sure if you saw that play with Will Clark singling to left field, but Robbie Thompson getting thrown out, going from first to third on the third die roll, rather. So 2 outs. Clark at first. Strategy roll 5. Nothing happening. 1-1. McDowell again. That's a blank. Go to Matt Williams. 1-5 is a pop-up to short, and that's going to end the inning. So nothing doing for the Giants. No runs on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We go to the bottom of the first from Comiskey. It's the Giants nothing and the Sox coming to bat. And remember, the Giants lead the series 1-0. So it behooves the White Sox to even the series and not go down 2-0. Especially having to go back to San Francisco for the next 3 games. Yes, whatever I had is pretty much completely gone, so hopefully my voice is back to whatever it used to be back in the day. Not that it's the best, but it's better than sounding nasally and coughing and everything else. So I feel better anyway, no matter what. So, all right, here's John Burkett. 5-2, strikeout chance for Burkett. That's a 6. He strikes out at a 6. But the stadium takes 1 away, so that's going to lose that strikeout. Raines will stay at bat. 1-1, single to left field. So Raines not only fought off the strikeout, he gets the base hit. Single for Tim Raines. And now he might be looking to run. He's got a 4 attempt plus the 1 from Burkett, so 1-5, he gets the jump. He does not, so he will stay in pat. And here comes Joey Cora. Infield is, of course, halfway. Burkett, 6-5. That is a possible error on a throw. Go to Cora. 1-3. It's a single to first. So on a single to first, Raines needs a 2 or better, so he's going to make third automatically. There's really no throw to make because he gets the base automatically, and you're not going to. It's automatically single, so there's no error on a throw because there's no throw to be made. Raines on an infield play will make it there automatically. So there is no throw to worry about. But what the Giants do have to worry about is the Sox have first and third with nobody out to start the game. And the big hurt coming up. Giants will play back for the double play to get the out, try to minimize the damage. 8, nothing happening. Burkett to Thomas. 2-3 is a strikeout chance. 12 is too high, so Frank Thomas will swing it away. 6-3, it's a star 4, which is a ground ball to short, possible double play. He's a 1. Burkett even adds 1, makes it a 2. Halfway is a 3. The pivot at second base is Robbie Thompson. Thompson is also a +1. +1, so that's going to make it a 4. So 1-4 is going to be a double play. The run will score, but the bases will be clear. And that's exactly what we have. 6-4-3 double play, and the Giants will take it. They'll trade the run for those 2 outs, prevent the big inning. So, of course, no RBI given on the double play. Raines does score. It is now 1-0 Chicago, but they were probably looking for more than just a 1 run. Burkett to Ventura. 5-1 blank to a lefty. So we go to Ventura. 1-4 is the star 3. Ground ball to third, and that's going to end the inning as Matt Williams throws out Ventura. One third baseman throws out the other. For the White Sox, they get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left thanks to the double play. At the end of 1, it's Chicago 1 and San Francisco nothing. We go to the top of the second. Blackjack, McDowell both out to pitch. And the interesting thing, both starting pitchers won 22 games in 1993. So this is, could have very easily been a Game 1 matchup, but it's a Game 2 matchup. And a good one at that. Here's McDowell to Bonds. 4-2 is a range play. We go to Barry Bonds for a range play. 4-5, and that is a star 3, which is a ground ball to third. That's Robin Ventura. Ventura territory. His range is a 5, best you can have. So anything other than a 6, and he will make the play. And he does. So takes the hit away from Barry Bonds. 1 down. Nice play by Ventura. And that'll bring up Willie McGee. Jack McDowell, 6-1 strikeout chance, but 19 is way too high for that. McGee, 2-2, and that is against a right-hander. It's a ground ball right back to McDowell. 2 down for Dave Martinez. And in case you missed it earlier, RJL, I did make an announcement when I first started the video that the game of the week coming up for this season will be on Stratomatic Super Advanced. It will not be on Inside Pitch. It will be Stratomatic Super Advanced. I've made that decision. All right, here's McDowell. 3-4, and that's a blank. 4-4, and that's a liner to short. So Martinez, the DH, lines it to short. Guillen puts it away, and that's going to do it for the Giants. 3 up and 3 down. Go to the bottom of the second, still 1-0 Sox. Or as Hawk Harrelson would say, 1-0 good guys. And that'll bring up John Burkett to the mound to face Ellis Burks. And Strat Super Advanced. Not advanced, but super advanced. Now, there'll be a couple of rules I won't use, like blocking the plate and the cutoff throw. I'm not going to get involved in all that, but I will be using the super advanced fielding, the super advanced stealing, ballpark effects, things like that. So, all right, Burkett, 4-4. That is a range play at Comiskey. So we're going back to Comiskey Park for a range play. 4-4. It's a ground ball to first. We're taking the range of Will the Thrill Clark. Will Clark's range is a 3, right at average. So 1-3, he will make this play. He does. So he makes the play, flips to Burkett, and it's going to go in the books as a 3-1 putout to start the inning. Nice play there by Will Clark. Range it into the hole and flipping to Burkett for 1 down. Here's Bo Jackson. Burkett, 5-5, possible error on a ground ball. Bo Jackson, 2-5, ground ball to third, possible error. That's a 6. And we look at Matt Williams. He is a 6. So that is an error on Matt Williams. E5. And Bo Jackson will reach on the E5. Matt Williams, normally a fine fielder, but had some issues there. Maybe a bad hop. And now we've got Bo Jackson trying to get a jump on a 2 or less. He cannot. So here's Lance Johnson. Burkett, 6-6 blank. We go to Lance Johnson. 2-3 is a ground ball to short, possible double play. He's a 1, +1. Halfway is a 3. And the pivot Thompson, we already saw last time, was a +1. Makes it a 4. So 1-4, and they got another double play. Nope, 5. They don't do it. They get the force, but not the double play. Lance Johnson beat it out. It's going to go 6-4 on the fielder's choice for out number 2. Johnson, the new runner at first. Infield back. And Ron Karkovice, your batter. Johnson has an attempt of 6. Cannot get the jump. Burkett to Karkovice. 5-1. Automatic out against a righty. The automatic out will be a ground ball to third, so Matt Williams will just go the short way to second to force Johnson to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. After 2 complete, it is still Chicago 1 and the Giants nothing. Due up for the Giants will be Royce Clayton, number 8 hitter, followed by Kurt Manwaring, and then Darren Lewis. McDowell, blackjack, 3-5, possible error on a ground ball. Clayton, 6-3 is a fly to center, so no error to worry about. 1 away. Lance Johnson hauls it in, no problem. 1 away for Kurt Manwaring. McDowell, 6-6 strikeout chance. That's a 12. That's too high. We go to McDowell, or go to Manwaring rather. 6-1. Star 2, ground ball to second. Joey Cora right there to put it away. 2 down. That is now 6 in a row retired by McDowell. Going back to the first inning. Here's Darren Lewis. 1-2, strikeout chance, 11 too much. Lewis, 5-1, ground ball to second, make it 7 in a row. Is again another 1-2-3 inning for Blackjack McDowell. We go to the bottom of the third, still 1-0. Favor of the White Sox, or the good guys if you're a certain announcer. Ozzie Guillen will lead it off against Burkett. 4-1, strikeout chance, 2 got him. So Ozzie Guillen doesn't strike out much, but that 2 was more than he could handle. 1 down. That brings up the Rock, Tim Raines. 5-5, possible error on a ground ball. 2-2 is a fly to center, so no ground ball to worry about. As Darren Lewis puts it away. 2 up and 2 down for Burkett. And that'll bring up Joey Cora. 4-5, that's a potential walk. 17 is way too high for that. Cora, 6-6, fly to left. Barry Bonds puts it away. A 1-2-3 inning for Burkett as well. We're moseying right along through 3 innings. The score is still 1-0 in favor of the White Sox. I may have just jinxed it by saying how fast the game was going. But we'll see. Inside pitch, you never know how it's going to go. Part of the fun of the game. All right, here's Robbie Thompson. He singled and was thrown out trying to go to third on a single by Will Clark. 6-4, that is a possible error. Go to Thompson. 6-4 again. It's a star 2, which is a ground ball to Cora. That's a 14. Cora's error rating is only a 7. So the 14 being greater than 7, Cora will make the play. And there's 1 away. Start the 4th. That'll send up Will the Thrill. McDowell, 2-2, possible error on a throw. And a lot of possible error chances on McDowell's card for some reason. Clark, 5-6 is a pop to short, so no throw to worry about. That's just a standard pop out. 2 down for Matt Williams. And so far, McDowell is silencing. Hello, Doug. How you doing? So far, McDowell is silencing the Giant heavy hitters. 6-3 is a walk plus, and that will issue a 2-out walk to Matt Williams. And it breaks a string of 9 in a row retired prior to that. So a 2-out walk to Williams, and that brings up Barry Bonds. Williams with an attempt of 1. Can't do anything. McDowell to Bonds. 1-1 is a blank. We go to Bonds. 5-4, and that is a star 6, which is a fly to center, and put away out there by Lance Johnson to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom of the 4th, still 1-0. Favor of the Sox. Burkett can face 28 batters, McDowell 31, so they got a ways to go before they have to worry about being tired. There is a theoretical rest day for travel between games 2 and game 3, so all the bullpen guys are available because they'll get the day off tomorrow for travel, so no worries about burning them out. Here's Burkett, 4-1 strikeout chance, 4. Thomas is a 5, -1, but the 4 still fits, so he gone. He'll grab some bench. 1 down. Thomas had a bad day. He's struck out and hit into a double play. 0 for 2. Here's Ventura. 1-1 for Burkett. It's a strikeout chance, but too high. We go to Ventura. 1-4. That's a star 3. Ground ball to third. Matt Williams is all over it. And there's 2 down. And both pitchers have gotten control of this game, at least for now. 2-4. That's a pitcher result against a right-hander. A 1 is a star line. Anything else is a blank. So we go on to Burks. Finish the at-bat. 6-5. Ground ball to short. Clayton all over it. And the inning is over. 3 up and 3 down once again. So we go to the 5th. Still 1-0. Favor of the White Sox. Jack McDowell trying to make that first inning run stand up. Here's me and Willie McGee. Grounded to McDowell his first time up. McDowell 1-2 strikeout chance 4. He gone. McGee is out of there. He'll grab some bench. 1 down for Dave Martinez, current manager of the Nationals. McDowell 5-6. That's a home run question mark. 1-16. That passes. Martinez is a 7. Martinez needs a 1-7 to tie this ball game. He does not, so he gets the swing though. Martinez 1-6, star 4 is a ground ball to short. And Mr. Ozzie Guillen takes care of him. 2 down for Royce Clayton. McDowell 5-4 is a blank. We go to Clayton. 3-6 lines it hard, but right to Cora. And that's another 3 up and 3 down inning for the Giants, as they have been stymied on just 2 hits, 2 lonesome singles. And that big play by getting Thompson thrown out at third with 1 out in the first inning, that really looming large. Might come back to bite him. Here's Bo Jackson. Bo knows. Bo reached on an error by Matt Williams his first time. Burkett 2-4. That is a pitcher result, but again, you need a 1 against a righty, and that's a 4, so it's blank. Go to Bo. 5-2. Ground ball to short. Clayton is there. 1 away. Starting to get repetitive. Sounds like the hello, Carlos. How you doing, Carlos Yaz? It's just both pitchers are just awesome right now. Batters just are befuddled. Burkett 4-2. That's the ballpark card going to Comiskey. 3-4, and that's a pop up to the catcher. And Manwaring puts that away. 2 down for Ron Karkovice. Burkett 1-6, walk chance 3. He will walk him. So a 2-out walk to the number 8 hitter Karkovice. And that'll bring up Ozzie Guillen. Guillen struck out his first chance. Karkovice has an attempt of 2. Haven't been many strategy rolls because there haven't been many guys on base. So I mean, that's why the game is moving along so good. Burkett 1-3 is a blank. We go to Guillen. 6-6 grounded to short, and they'll just go the short way with it. Clayton to Thompson for the force, 6-4, and that's going to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We played 5 at Comiskey. We're still 1-0. Favor of the Sox. Giants do lead the series 1-0, so Sox trying to even the playing field. and take it to San Francisco tied at 1. Next 3 games will be in San Francisco. Kurt Manwaring. Game 3 will be left-hander Trevor Wilson for the Giants, and it will be Alex Fernandez, a righty, for the White Sox in Game 3. All right, leading off will be Kurt Manwaring to start the 6th. 3-4, and that is a blank. We go to Manwaring. 3-2, it's a single to third, so knocked down by Ventura, but he has no play. So Kurt Manwaring with a leadoff single. And I believe that's the first time, that's the first time the Giants had the leadoff man on. Right here. They're now halfway. Manwaring, attempt of 1. It's an 8, nothing happening. Infield is double play depth. McDowell, 3-2 is a range play at Comiskey, so we bring Comiskey up a little closer for a range play. 2-1, ground ball to short. We're checking the range of Ozzie Guillen. Guillen's range is a 3, right at average. He cannot get it. It's a base hit. Turns into an S6. On an S6 to get from first to third. On an S6, you need a 5 or better, so Manwaring can only get to second base. So runners are now at first and second to start the inning. And maybe this is the chink in the armor for Blackjack McDowell. Of course, double play would get him out of a whole lot of trouble. Strategy roll again. 1, but Manwaring can't go anywhere. McDowell to Thompson. 4-3, and that's a potential wild pitch. That's a 4. It will be a wild pitch. So Blackjack McDowell uncorks one that Karkovice can't handle. And now that not only takes away the double play, but it might force the White Sox to play the infield in. In fact, I know it will. So the White Sox are going to play the infield in and try to cut off a cheap run. Nothing on the strategy. McDowell, 3-6, could use a strikeout. He's got a chance. Against the right-hander, that's a walk. Thompson walks. That's a 15. That's too high for that, so Thompson's got to earn it. 3-4. It's a fly to left. That's 1 away, but it could be a sacrifice fly. His sacrifice fly rating is a 1. Not going to get it. Manwaring's a 1. Raines' arm is a 0, so another 1 is needed to bring him home. Is not, so he's got to hold. Too shallow. So Thompson couldn't get it done. But now that brings up Will the Thrill. Infield still in. Don't really want to walk him because Matt Williams is on deck, and he's just as dangerous. So McDowell on the strategy. Nothing happening. Infield still in. McDowell to Clark. 3-6. That is a strikeout chance to a lefty, but that's too high. So we go to Clark. 1-5. Grounder to second. Manwaring is going to hold with the infield in. He's a 1, so he's going to have to hold. And everybody will stay put. There's 2 away. So Clark can't get it done. Now it's up to Matt Williams. And you're not going to walk Matt Williams because Barry Bonds is on deck. So McDowell's got to get out of this. 1, nothing happening. McDowell to Williams. 5-5 is a blank. We go to Matt Williams. 5-2, fly to center, and McDowell will pitch out of that. So after giving up the first 2 base runners and then a wild pitch, put him in scoring position, he gets a fly to left, a ground out to second, and a fly to center to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 1-0. Favor of the Sox. White Sox living dangerously. Giants blowing a golden opportunity. Having Manwaring run so slow cost him that sacrifice fly. Normally that would have been a pretty easy sacrifice fly, but when you run it a 1, that kind of takes that away. All right, bottom of the 6th we go, still 1-0, and it's the Rock Tim Raines stepping to the plate. Raines is singled and scored in the first and flew to center in the third. Burkett 3-4 back to the ballpark for Comiskey Park. For Rains. 1-2 is a power result to left field. It goes to 13. That's a 3. It'll be a triple. That 1-3 is a triple. So Tim Raines will triple to lead off the bottom of the 6th thanks to Comiskey Park. The vast outfield of Comiskey Park induces triples, and Tim Raines found it. Now the Giants will have to do what the Sox did, bring the infield in to try to get out of it. Nothing on the strategy. Burkett, 6-3 blank. We go to Joey Cora. And the Giants are looking for some sort of pop-up. 6-6, they get a fly to left. That's a possible sacrifice fly. His sacrifice fly rating is a 1. That's not going to do it. Raines is a 4, but Bonds is a -2 arm. So 1-2 will score him, and it does. So Tim Raines comes in on the sacrifice fly by Joey Cora, and the Sox take a 2-0 lead thanks to the sacrifice fly from Joey Cora. Tim Raines has scored both runs. He's done what a leadoff hitter is supposed to do, score runs, get on base and score. And that will send up the Big Hurt. Burkett, 3-2 range play. We're going to Frank Thomas. 4-2, that is a fly ball to left field against a lefty. That had been a straight-up home run. But here it's a fly ball to left. It's a range play for Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds is a 4. So 1-4, and Bonds will take this hit away. Or he'll make the catch. It'll drop in for a single or double otherwise. Bonds does make the catch. 2 down for Robin Ventura. Ventura has grounded out to Matt Williams twice. Burkett, 3-5 is a blank. We go to Ventura. 6-5, ground ball to Will Clark. He'll take it to the bag himself to end the inning. But the Sox get a run. They do it on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We played 6 at Comiskey. It is now Chicago 2, and the Giants nothing. McDowell can face 31 batters. He's only faced 22, so he's still in good shape. And Barry Bonds will lead it off. McDowell, 6-1, strikeout, 6, got him. Barry Bonds is out of there. Brings up Willie McGee. Four, 3. That's a ball 1 on a wild pitch. 3-1's a blank. We go to McGee to finish. 3-2. It's a ground ball to second. Cora is all over it. 2 down. So Blackjack McDowell getting it done. Here's Dave Martinez. Dave Martinez. And Tabby is downstairs. She decided not to come up and join me tonight. So I do not have, there will be no feline delays to worry about. Range play at the ballpark on a 3-2. 1-4 is a fly to left, but it's a range play, and Tim Raines has a range of 3. So 1-3, he'll make the catch, and the inning will be over. He does not. Is it a single or a double? It's a single. So a 2-out single for Dave Martinez. Keeps the inning going. Failed range play on Raines. And that brings up Royce Clayton. Strategy roll, 3 or less. Nope, no steal there. McDowell, 4-6 blank. We go to Clayton. 1-5, single to right field. And on a single to right, look at our cheat sheet with the Sox in the field. Single to right is a 2, +2 to the base runner. He's a 4. The +2 makes him a 6. 2 outs makes him a 7. So he makes it to third without a throw. Runners are at the corners. And a 2-out rally by the Giants. And that's going to bring up Manwaring, but Manwaring is being called back. The Giants are looking for offense. So they're going to pull Manwaring and try to get a better hitter out there. And they're going to switch hitter Todd Benzinger. Todd Benzinger will come in and pinch hit for Manwaring. And coming in to catch for the Giants will be Jeff Reed going forward. So Jeff Reed will take over behind the plate, but Benzinger will get the call to pinch hit. So Manwaring's night is done. Reed will take over behind the plate, but Benzinger will do the pinch hitting in a big spot. Reed defensively not as good as Manwaring. Although he can't make any errors, his arm's not as good. But still, you're down 2-0 in the 7th inning. You got to go for offense. So Benzinger is getting the call. McDowell strategy roll. 7 is too high. McDowell to Benzinger. 3-3, and that is a blank against a righty. It would have been a straight up home run. Manwaring was a righty, but I don't think he had a 12 home run. No, he had a 4 home run, so he wouldn't have gotten a home run. So no worries there. But Benzinger will get to swing away. Hello, Jimmy Jam. Benzinger will swing it. 4-6, grounds to first, and the big hurt will take it to the bag himself to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. 7th inning stretch time, and McDowell has shut out the Giants through 7 innings. Still 2-0 in favor of the good guys. And let's see, Benzinger is done. Jeff Reed is the new catcher. Make sure I've got the right lineup here. McGee, Martinez, Clayton, and Reed now is the order of operations. Burkett can face 28 batters. He has faced only 22, so he's good shape. McDowell can face 31. He's faced 27, so might see some bullpen activity coming up for the Sox shortly. Hello, Brian B. All right, Ellis Burks will lead things off, followed by Jackson and Johnson. 2-0 Sox, bottom of the 7th, 5-4. That's an automatic out on a star line, and the automatic out will be a ground ball to Williams at third, 1 away. So 1 down, and that's going to bring up Bo Nose. Jackson reached on an error and grounded to short. 4-5 is a walk chance. 6 is going to do it. So Bo Jackson will draw the walk. A walk to Bo, but Bo's going to get called back. They're going for a pinch runner, as he only runs at a 1. He had leg problems, obviously. So Bo Jackson will be lifted for a pinch runner, and the pinch runner will stay in the game as the DH. So pinch running will be Steve Sachs. So Sachs will run for Bo Jackson and stay in the game as the DH. Steve Sachs. Bo not happy about it, but White Sox have made the call. And that's what they're doing. So Sachs, your new DH. Infield is halfway. Lance Johnson, your batter. Attempt for Sachs to steal is a 1-8. At 2, he gets the jump. That's a 14, but he's a -3. And Reed, the new catcher, is a -1. So that's a -4 to the 14. It's a 1-10. But you're up 2-0. You're playing with house money, so they're going to send him. 1-10, he'll make it. He gets thrown out. So Sachs tried to get frisky, but got thrown out. Nice play by Reed. Caught stealing is going to go 2-6 as Clayton puts on the tag. Now 2 away. Bases are now clear for Lance Johnson. 1-4 is a blank. Go to Johnson. 4-3. He's going to single right past the pitcher Burkett. Boy, that caught stealing hurt him now. They could have had runners at the corners with only 1 out, but Sachs blew it. So a single for Lance Johnson, 2-out single. Brings up Karkovice. Strategy for Johnson. 16, nothing happening. Here's Karkovice. Burkett, 2-2, range play. We're going to Karkovice for a range check. 2-1, as that's a single to center, but you're checking the range of Darren Lewis, who is a 4. So 1-4, he will take the hit away, and the inning will be over. He does not. It's going to drop in for a single. Now the question is, does Lance Johnson take third? Most likely he will. He's a 5. 2 outs makes him a 6. We look at the chart. Darren Lewis's arm is a -1, which means first to third on a single to center, you lose 2. So he's actually going to be a 4. 1-4 would get him to third base. And he does. He makes it anyway. So Lance Johnson will make it to third base. So that caught stealing definitely cost him a run now. Runners are at the corners with 2 outs. And this is batter number 27 for Burkett, so he's getting very close to fatigue level. Strategy roll still in place. Nothing happening. Guillen trying to blow it open against Burkett. 3-2 is another range play. Go to Guillen. 1-3. It's a star one. Ground ball to Will Clark. Clark, his range is a 3. So 1-3, and Clark will field this, flip to Burkett, and the inning will be over. 4, 5, or 6, and there's another run for the Sox. That's a 3, so he does make it. Flips to Burkett and saves the Giants a run. It's going to go 3-1 on the putout to end the inning. Sox get a walk and 2 singles, but don't score thanks to the caught stealing. And the Giants stay in the game, for lack of a better term. At the end of 7, it's still 2-0. Favor the Sox. So we go to the top of the 8th. And let's see, McDowell can face 31 batters. He's faced 27. So bullpen activity, Scott Radinsky, a lefty, is loosening along with Roberto Hernandez, the closer. So they got both of them working, just in case. Well, thank you, Jimmy. That was a fun series and definitely a wild game that went 15 innings. I didn't think it was ever going to end. I was definitely getting tired at the end. So, in one way, I enjoyed the series, and another way, I'm glad it's over because then I can move on to other stuff. All right, McDowell to Lewis. 6-1 strikeout chance, but 17 is way too high. Go to Lewis, 5-2. Star 2 is a ground ball to second, and Mr. Cora will take care of that. 1 down. It's going to bring up Robbie Thompson. 5-2 strikeout chance. He's not tired yet. Strikeout chance 2 got him. So McDowell back-to-back. Easy outs to start the 8th. Here comes Will Clark. This is batter number 30. He will be tired after Matt Williams. McDowell, 2-4, ballpark card, going to Comiskey. 4-3, and that's a star 4, ground ball to short. Guillen makes the play, and the inning's over. So Blackjack McDowell, 8 shutout innings against the Giants. And now we'll see if Burkett's going to come back out or not. His last batter he can face before he's tired is Tim Raines. But I think what the Giants are going to do, since there is a travel day tomorrow, let's see, what does it say? Oh, Jimmy Jam, go to the video that I did for the selection show and put it in the comments section. That's where the voting takes place. And once I record your vote, I will like the comment, put a little heart there, and when you receive that, you know your vote has been counted. That's the way to do it, the only way to do it. All right, so John Burkett is out of there, and they're going to bring in Rod Beck. I mean, you got your rest day tomorrow for travel, so you may as well use your closer to try to keep the score 2-0. No sense bringing in anyone else. It's no safe situation to worry about. You just want to keep the game close. So Beck is on to face Raines. And Raines has singled and tripled, scored both runs. 2 for 3. 1-3 is a walk chance, and he will walk. So Tim Raines has been a thorn in the Giants' side as he draws the leadoff walk. And he is a threat to try to steal also, but he can't get a jump. Cora could get the hit and run. He rolled a 6, and his attempt would have been a 3. It's +3 on the attempt. Strikeout rate is between 5 and 8, which is what it is. So we could do a hit and run if we so chose. We could do a hit and run here. I think we will. We will go ahead and do the hit and run. So first Beck is going to pitch. 1-6 is a walk chance, 4. And I believe even with a hit and run, your walks are cut in half. That makes him a 5. +1 there is a 6. That's a 4, so the walk will still stand. So we're trying to hit and run, but Beck got a little wild, and now he's walked the first 2 batters. Very un-Rod Beck-like. That'll bring up the big hurt. You know he's not bunting. Strategy rolls are still on. Nothing happening, though. Beck. 5-3. That's a straight-up home run shot. And Frank Thomas, you can put it on the board. Yes! It's a 3-run homer for Frank Thomas, the big hurt. He got his testosterone in place, and he let Rod Beck have it. And the Sox have blown this thing open. It is now 5-0. And Rod Beck might have wished he had not shown up in this game, as he is going to be lifted now. No sense having him back out there and getting more frustrated. Might as well go ahead and go to someone else. So they're going to go to a lefty out of the bullpen, Brian Hickerson. Pretty much you're in mop-up duty now at this point. So Brian Hickerson is on to face Robin Ventura. It is now 5-0. 3-5, and that is a home run question mark. 1-6, that passes with a 3. So Ventura a 1-12, and we got back-to-back jacks. Nope, it's 20. That fails, so we go to Ventura to finish. 2-4. That's a single to right field, so the Sox just pounding the Giants into submission here in this 8th inning. And that'll bring up Ellis Burks. Strategy roll is obviously now off. 4-2, he's not tired, so we go to Burks. 1-2, and against the lefty, that's a... Oh, I'm sorry, it's a fly to center. I was looking at 1-3. 1-2, it's a fly to center. Finally, the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Steve Sachs. He came in to pinch run for Bo, staying in the game to DH, gets his first at bat. Hickerson 5-5 is a walk plus. He walks at a 6. The plus is a 16. Stadium adds one's a 17, but that's a 19, so Sachs will not walk it. 4-3, he will fly to right field instead, 2 down. And that'll send up Lance Johnson. 6-2 is the ballpark card, going back to Comiskey once again for Lance Johnson. 1-2 is a power result to left field. That's an 18, though. It's too high. So it's just a deep fly to left that Bonds puts away to end the inning. But the White Sox make it a very profitable inning, scoring 3 runs. And both those leadoff walks came in to score on the home run by Frank Thomas. So that definitely, those leadoff walks will get you every time. 3 runs on just 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 9th. It is 5-0. Favor of the Sox. The only question now is, will Blackjack McDowell get the complete game? He has faced 30 batters. He can face 31. So Matt Williams will be his last batter he can face before fatigue. They're going to let him try to get the shutout. They do have Chuck Carey, a lefty, in the bullpen just in case there's any problems at all. But they really want McDowell to get that shutout. 2-1, strikeout chance, 8. Got him. No, it doesn't, because it's a -1 from the stadium. So he stays at bat. 3-5, and he's going to ground to third. Ventura is there. 1 away. Now McDowell is tired. So any parentheses fatigue roll, he's got to come out. 6-6 is a strikeout chance to Bonds. He's a 9, -1's an 8, but that's an 8, so he strikes out Barry Bonds. And McDowell 1 out away from a complete game shutout. He has given up 6 hits. All 6 were singles. No extra base hits allowed by McDowell. 6 scattered singles has been it. And he's only walked 1. So 7 base runners is all he's allowed. 4-1 is a hit by pitch. 11 is too high. We go to McGee. 6-6 grounded to first. Frank Thomas picks it up, steps on the bag, and the ball game is over. And the Chicago White Sox have evened this series at 1 game apiece with a convincing 5-0 shutout of the San Francisco Giants. Player of the game, of course, is Jack McDowell, complete game shutout, although Frank Thomas does get some kudos for the 3-run homer, but the way McDowell was pitching, the 2 runs they had already would have been the difference anyway. So let's look at the totals here. Giants committed an error. The Sox did not. So no runs, 6 hits, and 1 error for the Giants. For the White Sox, they get 5 runs. They do it on 7 hits, no errors. So final line score here. Let's finish this out. We've got 5, 7, and 0, and 0, 6, and 1. So there is your final line score for the ball game. Sox have evened the series behind Blackjack McDowell. Game 3 will again be Trevor Wilson for the Giants against Alex Fernandez of the White Sox. And I have to look it up, but I believe that the pitchers have to hit when we go back to the National League Park. So I will have to find a pitcher hitting card for the White Sox to use. But I do believe in '93, when they went to National League Parks, the pitchers had to hit. But I'll look it up and know for sure. But 1 game apiece, best of 7, and we got 1 game apiece. Next 3 games will shift to Candlestick Park in San Francisco. And the Giants will see if they can recover and rebound from what they consider an embarrassing performance against Blackjack McDowell. But they'll see what they can do against Alex Fernandez, who's pretty tough also. They'll have a tough task for him, but they'll see what they can do in front of their home cooking. So I do appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it's a football night with the playoffs and whatnot, but thank you, RJL. I'm glad. I'll either print your card or I'll use one of the White Sox cards from an earlier season, maybe 1969 season or something, and some generic one, and use that for Alex Fernandez, we shall see. But anyway, I do appreciate you, everybody, spending part of your Sunday evening with me. Game 2 is in the books. And we'll be going to San Francisco for games 3, 4, and 5. Most likely it'll be Tuesday night when I put the next video on, most likely, just a guess. Just trying to plan the week ahead, but I'm thinking that's the next situation. We shall see. But let's go from here. So, Sox win it. Blackjack McDowell, the player of the game. And series even at 1 apiece. So until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.